If you're confused on OFM right now, trust me, 90% of the other agencies are as well. And believe me, I was one of them at 1.2. Hey guys, it's Griffin. Welcome back to another video. In this video, I am covering the absolute confusion and oversaturation in a certain way that has flooded the OFM market and leaving beginners, intermediates, and even experts questioning their ability to succeed. If YouTube's got you thinking that you need 17 iPhones, 100 Reddit accounts, 3,000 different marketing strategies, and 2 black hat funnels just to make $1,000, that's cap. Let me explain why that is the biggest lie in the OFM space right now, and I'm going to be exposing the real truth in today's video, the actual way to succeed, throw away all the bullshit, break it down to the actual principles that will make you money, and also explaining why OFM has been positioned and confusing on purpose, and explaining the real hidden agenda behind all these gurus. Because nowadays everybody is just perplexed because the YouTubers rather would look smart than actually be helpful. That's why in my channel I put a focus on actually the how-tos, the to-dos, the what to do right versus wrong, rather than how to sign 50,000 models in one day. That is bullshit. There is the actual way to go about OFM and the real stuff that is actually working and has been adjusted over the years. So if you're constantly switching your strategy and you cannot maintain something and make money, if you're stuck between $0 to $2,000 per month and you're hearing hundreds of methods at the same task of the same to do and you don't know which one to choose, watch this video. I will eliminate all of the confusion for you. So my first point that I want to get across is that this industry is not saturated like you think. It's not saturated with all of these agencies and these massively successful people. It's saturated by noise. Everyone is teaching 1,000 different ways to do the same shit. IG marketing, do you buy accounts? Do you jailbreak them? Do you get 100 iPhones, 1 account per phone? What do you do? How do you do it? There's 1,000 different ways for every single one of them. Chatting, do you use inflow? Do you do agency build? Do you do chatting resources? Do you hire a chatting agency? There's 1,000 different ways for that. And I won't even get started on the content and the marketing strategies that these people provide you. There are 1,000 ways to win in this industry. Some work, some do, some are just straight bullshit. But if you try them all at once, I can guarantee you one thing: you will not succeed. You don't need the best method or the easiest method or the laziest method. You need the method that works for you and your agency, your budget, your mindset, your ability to work. How big is your team infrastructure? That is what's going to separate you from all these agencies that are just getting bombarded with the actual noise of the industry. So let's talk about marketing. I want to eliminate the first factors that you're already thinking: black hat, gray hat, and organic. Which ones are they? What do I use? What is the best? The truth is, they're all useful. They all have their own use and purpose in some way or aspect or another. Your job is to pick your lane and stick to it. What do I mean by that? There's different pros and cons to actually every single one of these. Black hat, it's short-term, scaled reach, but it's not sustainable and band heavy. Organic, slower, more work, but at the same time, more model trusted and more long-term. And gray hat, it's a combination of both, but pros and cons on each side depending on the way that you use it. Listen, you don't need 1,000 accounts per model, especially if you're just getting into this space. Those methods, those huge crazy marketing tactics that you hear people talk about, it is primarily for the 1% of agency owners who are actually already successful and have massive amounts of capital to actually invest and put into these strategies. Some people are just purely lazy and will throw money at problems to avoid actually learning how to market and be successful organically. And others, on the other aspect, spend 3 months wondering and pondering on that perfect strategy before even actually launching. Trust me, I've fucked up probably more than you. I've ran 15 accounts, put tons of work into them, and didn't even reciprocate 1 sale from it. I've burned IG accounts, I've wasted thousands, and now I run less than 3 and make more than I ever have. So there's obviously a scale to this and there's a factor to what works. So my message that I want to get across to this is, do not pick the method that seems the most powerful, the most lucrative, the most scalable. Pick the method that works for you based on what you can actually execute with your budget, your time budget, your money budget, and your energy budget, on what expenditure you can afford to actually put into said work. Now, I want to include something else in this video, and that's Model AQ, just because it is the biggest topic of this industry. And I want to say very boldly that Model AQ, or model onboarding, model outreach, is not hard, and it's not your reason why you're not successful. To prove my point, let me give you some stats. There's about 2.3 million creators on OF. That is mean people who have an OnlyFans account who sell content and monetize it. And all of these statistics are 2025. On the other hand, there is a limited amount of agencies. Yes, new ones are popping up here and there every single day, but it is never going to outrank the amount of actual models that are on the platform itself. And not to mention FanView, Fansly, and all these other third-party distributors that recreate and do the same thing. And additionally to that, let's not even talk about the models or creators of females that are not making money, or ones who haven't even started their OF and are waiting for the opportunity. For instance, I have onboarded and signed a creator who had no OF, but she had a following already on her page and wanted to start one. Boom, another creator to the platform that you weren't even aware that was possible. You don't need a revolutionary huge outreach ordeal. You just need a certain strategy coupled with the aspect of volume and fixing what doesn't work after you've tried it. If you want to see what we're actually doing inside of our agency, you can join my Telegram group for our discussions, our weekly calls, and all of the free information that I give out on there, rather than the surface level that is capped at YouTube. Now, my next point that I want to get across is isolation. A lot of people in this industry tell you that you need one person, one piece of capital, and just a shit ton of work to make something happen. I entirely disagree with that. You need an inner circle of individuals who will prompt you to succeed and help you along your path. Let me explain the best absolute inner circle that you can have and that I have to expedite my success in the quickest and fastest way possible. What your network needs to look like is around 2 to 3 people who are running what you are doing. So this is around the same marketing strategy. And by this, I do not mean that you have to be at the same cap of income, just around the same area of income, but the same marketing strategy, the same ideology of how you're going to manage these models, and the same processes. These people are going to help you, update you, and inform you on the things that you're doing, and as well as you informing them on the things that you're doing, what's working, what's not, and is overall going to streamline all of the errors, mistakes, and all the other shit that comes along with running the agency. Now, the other people that you need inside of your group, and a lot of people don't do this, is you need 1 to 2 people who are doing something completely different than what you are. Black Hat if you're organic, Reddit if you're IG, you get the point. You need to be updated, informed, and also be knowledgeable about the market that you're not in. This is what successful people do, because they know that what they're doing is not the limit, that what they're doing is not the cap of their possibilities. There's other areas. Everything does work. It's just about how you work it to see success. The reason why this matters and why it works in the first place is it keeps you out of the echo chamber of not in hearing of everything that's going on. With people inside of your circle and having even group chats, if you want to make it that streamlined, this will make sure that you're never left behind and stuck behind other people. And it also gives you access to real feedback, not replicated and reused YouTube videos. If you don't have that circle, that network, or that support, DM me on Instagram or join the absolutely 100% free 900 plus founder Telegram group that I have and I manage completely. I do not put moderators in this chat. I do not put anyone that I do not see applicable to fit inside of my network inside of this Telegram chat. So if you're interested, go join up. It's a huge community and full of amazing people. So you do not need to be an expert in everything in this industry. You just need to understand the pipeline of what happens. It's the simple law of action to reaction. Understanding the pipeline of finding a model, delivering on content, and selling the content and making results from that. That is the one streamlined process that you need to understand. The thousands and millions of ways to do it in between there is for you to decide based on what I was talking about earlier of your 3 budgets: money, time, and energy. If your whole system isn't keen focused on getting your model results, then you've already lost. This isn't a automation game. It is a business built on individuals and people. That's really majority of what I wanted to cover. Like I said, this industry, and I'm sure you already know this, that's why you're watching this video, has so much overload of confusion. So if you do want to eliminate a lot of that, you can join our Telegram group to get the actual shit. We host weekly calls in there every Friday at 5 p.m. where I answer all of your questions, debunk all of the guru myths that people are telling you, live and no fluff. But I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope I cleared your mind up a little bit, made you relax just a little bit more to actually go and succeed. But if you enjoyed the video, leave a like. Either way, it's been Griffin. I appreciate you watching, and peace out.